Hi, I'm Dr. Richard Chappell, a philosophy professor at the University of Miami and lead author of An Introduction to Utilitarianism From Theory to Practice, which is also available free and open access online at utilitarianism.net. Now, today I'm launching a three-part introduction to some key ideas from the book. This video will introduce utilitarianism as a moral theory. Then the next two videos will explore two key practical implications of utilitarianism, namely impartial beneficence and effectiveness focus. Now, the heart of utilitarianism is the goal that all lives go as well as possible, counting everyone's well being equally. We break down this rough goal into four more specific ideas: consequentialism, welfarism, impartiality, and aggregationism. So I'll step through each of these four principles in turn. Consequentialism asks us to promote overall value, make the world as good as it can be. Now, people often misunderstand this as claiming that we don't care about rights at all, and that's a mistake. Individual rights have immense instrumental value for protecting against bad outcomes, so that makes them of practical interest to consequentialists. We want to make use of whatever social moral technologies can help us to promote better outcomes. But we will ditch any bad moral rules that don't serve this goal so well, even if they're intuitive. We care about making the world a better place, not making intuitive sounding claims. Welfarism holds that the value of an outcome is wholly determined by the well being of the individuals in it. So, welfarists don't believe in sacred values and sins against God or nature, just in helping individuals to live lives that are better for them without harming anyone else. Impartiality tells us to value well being equally, no matter whose well being it is. That's the topic of my next video. And our fourth and final principle, aggregationism, tells us that affecting more people makes more of a moral difference. And that's the topic of my third and final video in this series. Putting it all together, utilitarianism directs us to increase the overall amount of well being in the world, impartially considered. And that's pretty different from how most people think about morality. So you might wonder why anyone would take such a moral theory seriously. Why not just say that things that seem right are right and things that seem wrong are wrong? Why seek out a general moral theory at all? In our book, we examine several specific arguments for utilitarianism and also responses to influential objections. But for now, I just want to remind you of how drastically wrong people's moral intuitions have gone in the past. People tend to have the intuitions that it's convenient for them to have, that are sort of in their interests. And so, to test whether your intuitions are really justified or just a kind of wishful thinking, you really need to test them against deeper moral principles. So, that's really what our book is all about. Thanks for listening.